What if everything you thought you knew about Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds was about to unravel? Picture this, a Hollywood power couple, once untouchable, now teetering on the edge of a career cliff, all because Justin Baldoni refused to back down. Welcome to the most explosive celebrity standoff of the year. It's not just a lawsuit, it's a high-stakes showdown that's already shaking up Tinseltown, with millions of dollars, reputations, and even a few surprising allies hanging in the balance. And here's the kicker. Someone you'd never expect is stepping into the ring, ready to throw punches. Candace Owens has something to say, and trust me, it's not what you're thinking. This isn't your typical he said she said gossip. This is a story of ambition, betrayal, and a fight that's about to go all the way to court. Buckle up, because what's coming next is wilder than anything you've seen on screen. Imagine a book so huge it took over TikTok, turned into a movie, and then spiraled into one of Hollywood's messiest fights. That's It Ends With Us, a story that started as Colleen Hoover's 2016 romance novel about Lily Bloom, a florist tangled in love and abuse, and ended up as a full-on celebrity showdown. Back in 2019, Justin Baldoni's Wayfarer Studios snagged the rights, dreaming of bringing this tearjerker to the big screen. Fast forward to January 2023, and Blake Lively steps in as Lily, the heart of the story, while Baldoni doubles up, directing the film and starring as Ryle Kincaid, the charming but troubled neurosurgeon. It sounded like a perfect match. A rising director with a vision, a megastar ready to shine, and a bestseller begging for an audience. But what nobody saw coming was how this dream team would turn into a nightmare. Filming kicked off in Hoboken, New Jersey in May 2023, with all the usual Hollywood hustle, until the writers' and actors' strikes slammed the brakes on production just weeks later. By June, the set was quiet, but whispers were already starting. Crew members later spilled to outlets like Rolling Stone that Blake and Justin weren't exactly vibing. She was hands-on, tweaking scenes and pushing her producer power, while he was more laid back, trusting his team to steer the ship. Creative differences? Sure, that's what they call it when two big egos start bumping heads. Oh, and here's a curveball. Blake's husband, Ryan Reynolds, wasn't even officially on the payroll, but somehow ended up writing a key scene. How does the Deadpool guy slide into a domestic drama like this? It's the first clue that something was off. Behind the glossy posters and floral vibes, the cracks were forming, and they were about to split wide open. Buckle up, because this is where the gloves come off. Last December, Blake Lively dropped a legal bombshell that sent shockwaves through Hollywood, accusing Justin Baldoni of turning It Ends With Us into a nightmare behind the scenes. In a lawsuit filed on December 20th, 2024, with California's Civil Rights Department, she claimed he harassed her on set. Think unscripted kisses, slow-dragging his lips down her neck while whispering creepy compliments, and barging into her makeup trailer uninvited while she was breastfeeding her newborn. She didn't stop there. Blake alleged Baldoni and his producer buddy Jamie Heath created a hostile vibe, pushing for nude scenes she never signed up for, and even showing her a bizarre video of Heath's wife giving birth, naked, like it was some twisted bonding moment. But the real kicker? She says after she called them out, Baldoni's team hired crisis PR sharks to trash her name online, leaking fake stories to paint her as the villain and protect their own skins. It's a wild tale of power plays and betrayal, backed by thousands of subpoenaed texts and emails. She says prove it all. Justin, though? He's not taking this lying down. In January 2025, he fired back with a jaw-dropping $400 million defamation countersuit against Blake, Ryan Reynolds, and their PR crew, claiming they're the ones spinning a web of lies. He says Blake's harassment story is pure fiction, cooked up to dodge the PR mess she made promoting a domestic violence film with bubbly cocktail ads. Talk about tone deaf. Justin alleges she hijacked his movie, rewriting scenes and strong-arming control, then pinned the blame on him when fans turned on her. He's got receipts too. Text messages where Blake supposedly invited him to her trailer while pumping, and raw footage showing their on-set chemistry wasn't as icy as she claims. Oh, and Ryan? Justin says the Deadpool star cornered him at their New York penthouse, berating him so hard he felt like a punching bag, all while A-list pals popped in and out. Baldoni's suit paints Blake and Ryan as Hollywood bullies, desperate to crush him before he could spill their secrets. With both sides waving texts, videos, and sworn statements like battle flags, this isn't just a feud, it's a full-on war of who's telling the truth, and it's about to get uglier. The legal war between Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and Justin Baldoni is spiraling into a blockbuster showdown, and it's uglier than anything It Ends With Us put on screen. This isn't just a spat, it's a $400 million slugfest with both sides digging in for a fight that could stretch all the way to March 2026. It started when Blake fired the first shot on December 20th, 2024, slamming Baldoni with a sexual harassment suit tied to their movie set. He didn't flinch. By January 16, 2025, Justin hit back with a monster countersuit, accusing her and Ryan of defamation and extortion, demanding that insane $400 million payout. Not stopping there, he slapped the New York Times with a $250 million libel suit over their expose on Blake's claims, calling it a hatchet job. This thing's ballooned into a legal beast, and it's nowhere near done. Fast forward to February 2025, and the gloves are off. Justin's team launched a website packed with texts, emails, and raw footage, swearing it proves Blake's story's a sham. Think 10-minute clips of them dancing on set, with her laughing, not recoiling. Blake's not backing down either. She's pushing hard to subpoena his phone records, hunting for dirt on an alleged smear campaign. Both camps said no to mediation, telling Judge Lewis Lyman they're ready to slug it out in court. At a heated February 3rd hearing in New York, the judge warned their lawyers to cool it with the press leaks, or he might speed up that distant trial date. No gag order yet, but the tension's thick. Baldoni's crew claims he's devastated, while Blake's side says she's the one reeling. With millions on the line and egos clashing, this isn't just a lawsuit, it's a Hollywood cage match. And what's coming next could flip the whole narrative upside down. This feud isn't just a courtroom brawl, it's a career apocalypse unfolding in real time. Blake Lively's once golden empire is cracking fast, and it's not pretty. Her hair care line, Blake Brown, launched with all that It Ends With Us hype, is bombing hard. Target's yanking it off shelves as customers ditch it in droves, fed up with the drama. Sources say sales are nosediving and investors are bolting like the ship's already sunk. Then there's Betty Buzz, her cocktail brand. Whispers of boycotts are swirling, with fans tweeting they'd rather drink tap water than back her now. It's not just business, her Hollywood shine's fading too. That cheery floral promo vibe she pushed for a domestic violence flick, it's haunting her, with insiders hinting endorsement deals. Those multi-million-dollar lifelines might dry up if this mess drags on. Ryan Reynolds isn't dodging the heat either. Word's out that Disney's fuming over his Deadpool 3 antics. Apparently, he slipped in some digs at Baldoni that didn't land as funny with the Mouse House. They're reportedly telling him to dial back the edge or risk losing the gig. Imagine Deadpool without Ryan. It's unthinkable, but Disney's not playing. His A-list charm's taking a hit too. That SNL quip about the lawsuit got laughs, but it's a tightrope act when your wife's career's on the line, and Justin Baldoni, he's in a fight for his life. WME dropped him the second Blake's complaint hit, and projects he had brewing, like that next big indie hit, are vanishing. His rep as a feminist ally, built through Man Enough, is dangling by a thread. One false move, and Hollywood could blacklist him for good. The fallout's deeper than headlines show. Blake's missteps, like dodging the film's abuse themes while plugging cocktails, have PR vets shaking their heads, saying she's torched years of goodwill. Ryan's juggling Deadpool and Wrexham AFC, but this legal stink could scare off brands craving his clean-cut vibe. For Justin, it's not just lost gigs. His indie cred, that gritty director hustle, might never recover if studios see him as toxic. A billionaire's backing him, sure, but money can't buy back trust. This isn't just a stumble. It's a full-on professional freefall for all three, with each new lawsuit twist tightening the noose. And what's next could bury them deeper, or maybe, just maybe, spark a comeback nobody saw coming. Just when you thought this feud couldn't get crazier, enter Candace Owens. Like a wild card nobody saw coming, armed with tips and theories that flip the whole story on its head. The conservative firebrand's been all over this, claiming she's got inside scoops from set insiders and her big reveal. Ryan Reynolds isn't just a sidekick here, he's the true villain pulling the strings.
Person who wrote to me said that they worked on the set of It Ends With Us, okay? And that the villain in this entire story is not Blake Lively, it's not Justin Baldoni, but it is Ryan Reynolds.
Picture this. June 2023, filming's humming along, Blake and Justin are laughing till 4 a.m., and then Ryan strolls in to check the dailies. Owen says something he saw, maybe Justin on their home nest cams, lit a fuse in his head. She's convinced he's grossly insecure, obsessed with controlling Blake. And that's when the chaos kicked off. Imagine cutting to her January 28th YouTube stream, voice sharp as she says, Ryan Reynolds is unhinged. Blake was fine with everything until he showed up and blew a fuse. It's a line that lands like a gut punch. Owens doesn't stop there. She claims Ryan marched to WME, Blake and Justin's agency, and dropped an ultimatum. It's us or him, forcing them to ditch Baldoni faster than you can say Deadpool. Then there's the Deadpool and Wolverine angle. Those nice cool digs at a feminist with a man bun. She swears it's Ryan mocking Justin, right down to the hair. Blake's sudden push for dailies and an intimacy coordinator. All Ryan's doing per Owens to keep her away from Baldoni. She's painting a picture of a guy so rattled he'd tank his wife's co-star to feel secure. Want more? Check her YouTube channel, Candace Owens Podcast, where she's been unpacking this non-stop. Agree or not, Owens is stirring the pot, and what she's cooking up next could flip this Hollywood mess upside down. The internet's been a straight-up digital war zone since this feud ignited, tearing fans into Team Blake and Team Justin like it's a reality TV deathmatch on steroids. When Blake unleashed her harassment claims back in December 2024, the reaction was instant and brutal. Justice for Blake exploded across X, driven by her Gossip Girl diehards who flooded feeds with tear-soaked support. They hailed her as a victim of Hollywood's sleazy underbelly, racking up thousands of likes on posts screaming Justin was toast, a predator who'd finally been exposed. TikTok lit up too, with montage edits of Blake's best moments set to empowerment anthems, her fans swearing she'd been wronged by a guy who couldn't handle her star power. It was a tidal wave of loyalty, until January 2025 crashed in and flipped the whole game upside down. Justin's $400 million countersuit landed like a nuke, and his evidence site, texts, videos, the works, unleashed a tsunami of doubt. Suddenly, #Justice for Justin Baldoni stormed X and TikTok, with armchair sleuths dissecting every frame, swearing Blake and Ryan were the real snakes in this twisted tale. It's a full-on fan-base cage fight now, and the energy's feral. Half the web's ready to burn the other half alive over who's lying. Celebrities couldn't resist piling on, turning this mess into a Hollywood roast with popcorn-worthy jabs. At the Critics' Choice Awards, Chelsea Handler grinned through a thank you to Blake and Justin for giving us chaos to distract from our own lives, while Judd Apatow took the DGA Awards stage to quip that It Ends With Us only raked in cash by suing Blake. Ouch. Colleen Hoover, the book's mastermind, picked her side hard. She scrubbed Baldoni from her Instagram, leaving a lone pro-Blake post from December before vanishing into the ether. Amy Schumer waded in too, dropping a cryptic X hint about strong women standing tall, sparking a frenzy of "Is she Team Blake?" debates. Even Chris Pine, Blake's old co-star, got dragged into it when fans resurfaced his A Wrinkle in Time premiere clip, speculating he'd warned her about power plays years ago. The A-list commentary's relentless, fueling this wildfire like jet fuel on a bonfire. Fans, though, they're beyond unhinged. X threads are a conspiracy jungle, with some claiming Taylor Swift secretly puppeteering Blake's next move, citing her silence as proof of a BFF master plan. Others pin Ryan as a jealous hothead, torching Justin over some imagined slight from that June 2023 set visit. Boycotts are raging too. Betty Buzz haters are dumping bottles in viral TikTok stunts, vowing to sink her brand till she cracks. TikTok's Gen Z cruise turned it into a clout goldmine, churning out Blake's cooked rants with millions of views, though her loyalists still clutch their pearls, flooding comments with "She's innocent, please." Tabloids like TMZ and Page Six keep tossing gas on the flames, hyping every leaked text or blurry set photo like it's the scoop of the century. By February 2025, it's a deadlock. Half the web's ready to knight Justin as the underdog king, the other half's Team Lively Reynolds till the bitter end. This isn't just gossip anymore. It's a cultural wildfire tearing through fandoms, careers, and even how we see celebrity power. The next spark, be it a court leak or a Swiftie bombshell, could blow this whole thing wide open, and nobody's ready for the fallout. So here we are, staring at a Hollywood mess that's still unspooling like a runaway reel. Blake Lively kicked it off with explosive harassment claims, only for Justin Baldoni to swing back harder, waving $400 million lawsuits and evidence that's got everyone second-guessing. Careers are crumbling, Blake's brands are tanking, Ryan's dodging Disney's wrath, and Justin's clawing to save his name. Candace Owens dropped a grenade, pointing at Ryan as the puppet master, while the internet's a screaming match of Team Blake versus Team Justin, with fans, celebs, and tabloids picking sides like it's war. As of February 2025, it's anyone's game, and the March 2026 trial looms like a ticking bomb. Was this about truth getting buried or power flexing too hard? One thing's for sure, nobody's walking away clean. Hit that like button if this blew your mind, subscribe to keep up with every twist, and drop a comment. Who do you think's holding the real story here? This isn't over, it's just the start of a saga that might rewrite how we see these stars. Stay tuned because the next move could change everything.